It's a crazy day in the world of Magic the Gathering when a product that is 3 months away from release, that we don't even have a spoiler card list for yet, and yes, we're talking about Modern Horizons 3, already has sales records that are going through the stratosphere. In today's video, we are going to discuss why a product like this is going to be successful and what players need to know about the collector boxes before it's too late. Sometimes I think Wizards of the Coast knows us better than we know ourselves when they can get the sales of a product that's not even close to release yet to start to get that FOMO, get that idea behind players' minds that this is a product that they need to buy in advance. Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here, and thanks again for hanging out with me on my channel today. Now, a reminder, of course, before we start today's video, that if you want to see more of the Moxman, all you gotta do is hit that subscribe button, turn on some notification bells, give these videos a thumbs up once in a while, and before you know it, I'll be in your house every single day, lurking in the corner, telling you to clean up stuff, and maybe help you with your math. So actually, no, I'm not gonna help you with your math. That's a really bad analogy. Have you guys seen my math skills? It's horrible. But anyway, I'm off topic already because I'm kind of excited. Modern Horizons 3. Now, Modern Horizons, we all know the Moxman loved it. I really appreciated the set, so did the players out there. Everything from the land base they gave us to touching on the nostalgia of things like Serra Benevolent. Maybe not the most expensive cards, but a lot of fun for players who enjoy the modern format. Then they gave us Modern Horizons 2. And to say that Wizards of the Coast stepped it up would be an understatement. The amount of fetch lands, up to like 7, were found in boxes I opened here on the channel. I heard as high as 8. In most cases, it leveled off at 4 or 5 minimum. It was a crazy time to be opening those boxes. Epic. Now, we're coming up to Modern Horizons 3. And I gotta be honest, I wasn't sure, especially after the initial pricing we saw, where players were like freaking out. But then we saw some local pricing at places starting to show up, and we see it's more of a placeholder price. But this is where things get interesting. And yes, just a reminder to everyone here today, we are talking about Modern Horizons 3 and the collector boxes specifically, because if you went on Amazon.com, they have not changed the pricing for those products, but they're still $504 and they've sold over 900 in a month. Think about that. It's $45,000, right? That's insane. That's US pricing. And that's without really knowing much about the set other than it has fetch lands in it. Okay. So now we know there's fetch lands, but the history of this set isn't found just because of the fetch lands. It's in the 2 previous sets that were so successful. It's in the mind's eye of players, the desirability, the FOMO, the build-up, and the repeated success of the previous products. The psychology behind it will blow your mind if you actually read into it. But the understanding of marketing really plays a key role, and Wizards of the Coast, knowing their audience, knowing that if they play this right, they're gonna come out ahead. So when I started looking into pre-sale orders, not just the Amazon ones, but even the local stores I've checked in with who actually will give me the sales data unofficially, the numbers are really high on pre-sales already, the pre-orders. And yes, the stores have confirmed that basically if you don't pre-order it and they've only got a certain limited amount coming in, they're not sure how many will be there afterwards. There's this whole allocation cut coming where stores will kind of tell the distribution what they want. Distribution will tell Wizards, and that's how many come, and that's it. So there's a whole thing going on right now that's kind of under the table, under the surface, like a scab being picked at, but eventually we are going to find out just how bad it's going to be or how easily found. Now, before I go through the video and start talking more about this, a reminder that just like we've seen with these Fallout collector boxes, I don't care how hard they tell us the Modern Horizons 3 boxes are going to be. They are going to show up sooner or later. I don't care about the FOMO, the missing out or anything. The singles will be there. This product will be available. It is going to be a success and they know it. So don't fall into the FOMO. Although I know stores aren't ordering as much. It's a lot of money to tie up for a lot of businesses. So the bigger stores, there won't be a problem. The smaller stores, they're going to sell out. This is going to be a repeated process now. So don't get too excited with the idea like, oh my God, they're going to sell out. It's going to be gone. What am I going to do? I'm going to have to go find it somewhere and pay like $700 a box. No, we're not repeating ourselves. We're going to calm down. It's going to be around. It's going to be in print for a long time. The collector boxes, I don't care how tight they make the print run, we know they're out there somewhere, waiting for you to be found, waiting for a speculator to dump them on the market for you. So calm down. Don't let the FOMO get ahead of you and spend needless money. Now, here's what we do know, though. The product is going to be successful for several reasons. All we have to do is look at previous sets. Take a look at this. If you look on this screen, this is Modern Horizons, the original set. If you start looking at some of the cards I'm going to share with you, look at here the Echo of Aeons, the Ranger Captain of Eos, the Sarah the Benevolent. Oh, love Sarah. Then you get into sort of like the Sword of Truth and Justice, even the Sword of Sinew and Steel. Look at the first sliver. Look at the values of these cards. Now, we know with more recent sets, this is Modern Horizons still, but the values are there, okay? These cards will get reprinted. They will come back around. Some of these cards actually might show up in Modern Horizons 3, but Wizards has been touching base on some of these cards and making sure. Remember when Hex Drinker was like a $40 card? They have made sure to include us. When you look at the values of the cards, everything from Altar of Dementia going down to the Force of Negation, which of course has had multiple reprintings now, some of these values hold up better than others. But the success of a product is not just in the power level of the cards. It's the way it's given to us, the way it's presented. If they constrict the flow of the cards, if they make it a fairly large set so there's not as much repetition, you are more likely to have an audience seeking this product out, to be after this product. Remember, like, look at Modern Horizons 2, look at Chatterfang. Look at the Squirrel General here, look at the different iterations and the different choices. People seem to forget just how much was available of these cards. Not just all the different borderless, retro frame, different versions, but each of those versions at $10, $12 each, and all of them actually still selling? This is kind of crazy. Even the first sliver, look at the retro etched frame, $37 a copy. The more you go into these sets, the more repetition of the style of cards that players are going to seek out, either for Commander, which of course expect a lot of new Commander cards because it makes sense that that's a format that they are unofficially really propping up, but they want to cater to modern players, which means there may be tweaks in Modern Horizons 3 that will take care of things like Orcish Bowmaster. There'll be probably some representation of a few new, little tweak cards that will help solve some of the problems facing them right now and offer a whole new slew of cards. And they can do this by offering it as a larger set, but also offering values that players will, feel are worth the money. It's worth buying that Force of Negation retro foil etched version for $60 US. Like, this is what I'm talking about. When you look at the Esper Sentinel, showcase or regular, when you see $30, $40, $50 cards represented time and time again, they keep showing up, guys. When you look at all these cards, including all the fetch lands that are still found inside the set, from the extended arts, the regulars, all the way through the foil etched retro frame, there are so many options of cash flow found inside this set that you can't help but recognize that they are going to be successful because they are going to look at the blueprint of all those cards I just shared with you among all those sets and find the successful counterparts to add and broaden the view of those players. This is why I believe cards like Yavimaya Cradle of Growth, we start off with the Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth. Then they gave us Yavimaya Cradle of Growth. It makes sense they will add another card. It's been a couple of years. It makes sense, and it drives value into their other cards of the same name type, such as Urborg and, of course, Yavimaya. They can build IPs and values within those sets. And when a company like this will look at the overall concept and design, they will see the successful layout, the blueprint, and follow it and build upon it. The pre-sales are up for a reason. Players are excited. There's no real stopping the hype train on this one. Yeah, there'll be some players in this channel here who'll say they're going to cancel their orders, get it cheaper somewhere else. I understand all those arguments and reasons why you would pre-order stuff. I totally get it. But I'm saying, even if 100 people canceled, there's still going to be well over a couple thousand pre-orders the closer we get, and the closer we get to spoiler season if cards start showing up. This anticipation, this desperation that finds itself into the populace of Magic, as well as any other marketed type good where there is a real desirability for it, you are going to see the increase. But for me, it was seeing just how many pre-orders have already come through. When I compared this against everything from Fallout, Murders at Karlov Manor. I'm even looking at Thunder Junction already. When you start looking at the cross comparisons, and I go back a year or two and take a look at the spreadsheets, and you see just how insane the number is at this price point, it will blow your mind to see what players are willing to spend to get these cards, to have that experience, to have a good time and play with their friends. Because of this, because of what Wizards understands from its players, from the community of Magic the Gathering, from learning over and over and over again, good, bad, did this, messed up that, oh, poor double feature, we should have done this. They don't just make the same mistakes on purpose. They want to make money. But they want to cost save whenever they can. And that leads us to where we are now. Between Modern Horizons 2 and Modern Horizons 3, it's about 3 years difference. The idea that they have been able to gather 3 years of data on the secondary market sales of all the cards within this set, realizing which ones need pairings, reprints, or augmentation to make them even better, gives this company a total upper hand in preparing for Modern Horizons 3 and giving players the playing experience they are hoping to get. So for all those players out there who have been buying and anticipation of what this product is going to be, it gives you an insight to just how well the company knows us and what the players are expecting from the company. So let's face it, if they don't live up to the hype, if they don't build this set the way players do it, they will sink the last kind of golden goose product they have going for them right now that really bears a good name, a strong sense of fun and excitement. So if they don't build on this, if they don't do it right, players aren't going to forgive them, and they're just going to put another hole in what they are hoping was going to be successful. They've had great insight when they gave us something like Fallout, like Lord of the Rings. These sets are good. I'll be honest, Ixalan was great. The Lost Caverns did very well. But they've moved on so quickly that they are killing off and cannibalizing themselves in a lot of different areas. That's just a personal aside opinion. I can't, there's no way of tracking all that much data for me. But on the same hand, when I look at this product, Modern Horizons 3, I'm just looking back at the previous two sets, the price points for those products at the time, the distance between each set, and the overall sales volumes that I could follow on those products when I track them at that time. It looks like this is going to be insane. So if you're a player who wants to get your hand on these collector boxes, you better hope no big bomb drops that causes the secondary market to react and freak out and prices go through the roof like we saw with Fallout, because I would not be surprised if that happened. I won't be. I'll be hunting singles. I've already arranged for some boxes privately, so we'll probably have some stuff here on the channel. But for the other players out there, it's going to be an open battlefield of fun, excitement, praise, maybe disappointment. We don't really know. But the excitement is enough to get players going, and that's opened up wallets and got these pre-sales to where we're seeing them right now. And yes, we're here at the end of the video, and I couldn't give exact numbers because the stores asked me not to. So all I can tell you is the orders are very high. Much higher than I've seen in a very long time across a wide range of products, including maybe some Modern Horizon products. Okay? Thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks for being here on the channel today. Shout out and thank you to everyone who watches every day and gives these videos a thumbs up. And of course, the patrons and YouTube membership members for helping make this content happen every day. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy this amazing game. And don't forget, bring a friend to Magic. I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. And of course, a shout out and thank you to the fantastic patrons we have supporting our channel each and every day. Because of the amazing patrons here on the channel, daily uploaded content is made possible. So again, I got to take this chance every single day to never forget that it's because of the patrons and YouTube membership members that this channel is around. So thanks again, guys. We'll see you soon. Welcome back to the Ramble Jamble. You have made it to the ending. You're wondering, well, how bad is it, Mox, man? Do I have to worry? Yes, you do. That's the easiest way I can say it out loud. Is this better? Are the pre-sales on track to beat Modern Horizons 2 pre-orders? Yes! Sorry, bad cough. I can't admit anything but bad cough. And I know stores that have already sold out of their pre-orders. Other stores not taking any pre-orders and will only be selling packs. No pre-ordering allowed. Packs only. Interesting, right? The Wild West of the Thunder Junction world is about to hit us, where we don't know what's going to come next. But you know what? Woo! I'm jacked to find out, man. All right, have a great one. I'm off to see Kung Fu Panda 3, which I was told my kid didn't want to see, and then he asked me to go see it, so we're going now. I'm going to see Kung Fu Panda.